Very good evening and welcome to NDTV. It's time for Nationwide at 6 on the broadcast. I am Ankit Tyagi. The big battle for Bihar is only heating up, and from the parliament to the assembly in Bihar, the only question, or at least the only noise around the SIR drive. Today, the Chief Election Commissioner has for the first time spoken on this after all the criticism and the questions raised by the opposition, and has once again said that Bihar is just the beginning. It will be conducted, the drive will be conducted across the country. So Bihar is the trailer, the real picture, as the TMC would say, is in West Bengal. We'll be talking about this, and we have an all-star panel, at least in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, in the parliament. We have seen how the disruptions have taken place, but on NDTV, we are getting you all sides, and that's the promise from us. All the MPs, we have the Congress, the TMC, the BJP, the LJP, and also the RJD, all MPs here on Nationwide at 6. We'll go to them without any noise, without any fight, one by one. They will put forward the point of view for our viewers, so that you can understand, ladies and gentlemen, where their party stands, and then can make an informed choice about their stand.
Election Commission allowing cheating in a seat.
मोदी जी का फोबिया है इनमें।
आप उस रिपोर्ट को आप फेंक दिए कूड़ेदान में।
अरे काहे के लिए बोल रहे हैं?
Too much is happening on this issue, from the parliament to the, from the parliament, in fact, going right to the assembly, from the Sansad to the Sarak. This is where the opposition parties and the ruling alliance have drawn their line. Let me very quickly bring you the top developments on this story. And then, of course, we'll go across to our MPs, those who are waiting at this moment. Bihar voter list battle rocks the parliament, rocks the assembly in Bihar. Let me very quickly bring you developments on this. Number one, the poll panel chief for the first time has in fact spoken on this. He has hit back on the SIR doubters. He has in fact gone on to say that it is constitutional, it is necessary, and we will carry on this exercise. Bihar is just the beginning. We will go on and conduct this exercise across the country. The EC has also said that the election, 61 lakh names now have been excluded from the voter list in Bihar. This includes the people, those who have passed away, and those who also, in fact, have dual, voting. Meanwhile, the BJP, remember, Tejaswi Yadav had yesterday said that they can even think about boycotting the elections. The BJP has dubbed Tejaswi's boycott comment as his frustration. They are saying he knows he's losing, and that's why they are looking at excuses. Also, JDU has sent a notice to the Member of Parliament, Girdhari Yadav, who in fact questioned the Election Commission on the SIR drive. Apart from this, there were protests in Patna. Today, the NSUI protesting against this election drive in Patna, fighting with the, trying to express and trying to put forward their resentment as far as this entire exercise is concerned. All right, without further ado, let me quickly, at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, because the debate in the parliament these days seems to be quite problematic. The parliament is not functioning. I have been fortunate now enough to get leaders and member of parliaments from all political parties, all players in the game here on NDTV. And I would not get into a tu-tu-meh-meh fight. Let's go one by one to each of them, ask them the questions on SIR and what their party stand is. Let me very quickly start with Mr. Manikam Tagore, the largest opposition party in the parliament. Mr. Tagore, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. Let me start by asking you, sir. The Chief Election Commissioner has made it very clear. He has in fact accused the opposition parties of misrepresenting, of spreading doubts around the SIR exercise. He has also made it very clear Bihar is just the beginning. The exercise will go on across the country.
This is very, very unacceptable statement from the election commissioners, particularly Mr. Gyaneshwar Singh. who is speaking like the BJP spokesperson, which shows this arrogance that 56 lakh poor people's names has been deleted in one state. What will happen to the whole India if they do it? This is the way they wanted to drive this country from a democratic country towards an authoritarian country. This is the beginning, and we want this to be discussed in Parliament. But the government is not ready. Government is blocking this discussion in the Parliament, and all the India Alliance, 24 parties are united. We had given adjournment motions. We wanted a discussion in the Parliament. If the government is not ready to have a discussion, this is going to be a blunder by the government. This is destroying the same democratic principles which the Constitution of India has enshrined for us. And this is an attack on the Constitution. This is an attack on the democracy itself, not for us.
Sir, but tell me one thing, because the Supreme Court has also not said, anything to stop this exercise. The Election Commission is well within its constitutional rights to go ahead and conduct this exercise. They are saying that now the numbers have gone up to over 60 lakh. Shouldn't the people, those who have passed away, shouldn't the people, those who have, dual addresses, people, those who are no longer residing in those constituencies, shouldn't that be cleared? What is the problem in that?
For with that debt list of 20 lakh in 1 year, before Parliament, there was a Parliament election in Bihar. And this gentleman, this Gyaneshwar Singh, had that election, the Parliament election, that way then, with that 20 lakh dead votes. Why this kind of irresponsible statements these election commissioners are giving it? They can't be the BJP spokespersons. They can't be the agents of BJP. They have to be election commissioners of India. The seat where TN Session like people have sat, where James Lindo like people have sat, where Krishnamurti like election commissioners have sat, where Ashok Lavasa like election commissioners sat. This can't be like this. You say that in 1 year before there was 20 lakh voters and I was election commissioner. Now that election is over and next we have deleted it. How ridiculous it is. You have deleted 56 lakh voters as of now. How many votes you are going to delete it? We don't know. You are not ready to accept the voter ration card. You are not ready to accept the Aadhaar card. You are not ready to accept the voter ID card. This is pushing people who are poor, who are not having voice out of the system itself. The people who are sitting in the AC chambers in election commission can't do this kind of injustice to the poor of India. We will never allow it. It is against Baba Sahib's dream. It is against the right which has been enshrined by the Constitution of India. They can't make like this. We will never allow it. Opposition India Alliance is together. We want a discussion in Parliament.
On that, let me ask you this. You are saying that you want a discussion in the Parliament. Government sources are telling NDTV that their argument is that the Election Commission is not party in the Parliament and the government cannot defend on behalf of the Election Commission. They can't be the representative of the Election Commission. It's a constitutional body in itself. So how can there be a debate in the Parliament, sir?
What is this ridiculous thing that the government is speaking? For election commission, the Parliament allocates budget. How Parliament can't speak about election commission when we are giving from the Consolidated Fund of India? I had been in the Law and Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Committee meeting. Election Commission officers comes there to brief about the Secretary of the Election Commissioners come. Election Commission comes. What ridiculous thing the government is saying? Election Commission is not jumped out of the heaven or from the sky. It is the Election Commission made by the Constitution. They are bound to answer to the Parliament because the Parliament gives them the money to conduct elections.
Okay. Tejasvi Yadav, who is an important part of the India Alliance, the leader of the Mahagathbandhan in the Bihar, where your party is also a partner in that Mahagathbandhan, yesterday insinuated that they can even go to the extent of boycotting the elections. Is that option on the table for the Congress party and the India bloc? Has that been discussed as well?
We need to understand that India Alliance has to meet. India Alliance of Rahul Karge Sahab has to convene India Alliance. Then all other parties will express their views. Then go about it. We have full faith in Supreme Court first. Let us cross the bridge when we have to cross one by one. We are raising it in the Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. We will try to put our voices. Then the Supreme Court verdict has to come. Let us wait for that to happen.
All right, Mr. Manikam Tagore, appreciate you putting your party's point forward on this. I will also appreciate if you can stay with me, sir, so that you can hear the other side as well. Mr. Pravin Kandelwal, Member of Parliament of the Bharatiya Janata Party from the National Capital, Delhi, is also joining us at this moment. Thank you so much, Mr. Kandelwal, for being so patient. Let me start by asking you exactly what Mr. Tagore is saying. Why is the government running away from a debate in the Parliament about the special intensive drive, a revision drive which is taking place in Bihar?
Well, first of all, there is a fundamental question involved into it. The matter relates to the Election Commission of India, which has exercised its powers within its jurisdiction, which has been duly ratified by the Supreme Court of India. So the primary question is where the government comes into the picture. When Election Commission, in its pursuit of holding free and fair election, is revising the electoral rolls. So where the government comes into the picture, I don't understand the stand taken by the opposition friends that they are demanding explanation from the government. It is not an action of the government. This is my first reaction into it.
Sir, but the fact is that, the Election Commission's budget is mandated by the Parliament. Isn't the EC responsible to the people? And why not have a discussion on this? If the Election Commission needs to be represented, they can also be called. It has happened many times in the Parliament as well. It seems that the government just wants to, in fact, like the opposition is saying, the Election Commission and the CEC is speaking the language of the government, and hence the government will come on the platforms, television channels to defend them, but in the Parliament, they don't want to have a discussion.
Well, in that case, the government has made it very clear to hold discussions on each and every subject in the Parliament within the procedure laid down by rules and regulations of the Parliament. So if really the opposition wants to hold any kind of discussion in a very positive manner, they should come, they should sit in the Parliament, they should ask questions. Government will certainly reply to it. But since it is their political agenda to disturb the Parliament, that is why all this game is being happened since last 4 days, and opposition is not allowing Parliament to function.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Kandelwal, because the matter is sub judice. It is in the Supreme Court. And also at this point, the Chief Election Commissioner comes out and says that Bihar is just the beginning. We will do this exercise across the country. Though the Supreme Court, remember, though it may have not stopped the Election Commission, but have raised very serious questions about the timing and the way the process is being conducted. The Supreme Court suggestions have been refused by the Election Commission. Don't you think that this is, creating more doubts in the mind of the people? It is creating suspicion as far as this entire exercise is concerned, from Bihar to West Bengal to other states as well.
It is mandatory for the opposition parties to move to Election Commission, taking down the advices or the order given by Supreme Court to get it implemented. What is the fun and what is the logic of holding Parliament ransom for 4 days?
Okay, whether it's the job of the opposition, and hopefully, of course, after the Supreme Court speaks, there will be more clarity on this. But like I said, Bihar is the beginning. That's what the Election Commission seems to be suggesting. There will be this exercise in West Bengal as well. Sushmita Dave, member of the TMC, which is vehemently opposed, an MP of the Member of Parliament of the TMC, from the TMC party, is joining us at this moment. Sushmita, thank you so much for speaking to us. Let me ask you very quickly, your leader and the Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, had very clearly said that they will not allow the SIR process in the state of West Bengal. She even threatened a big agitation. Now the Chief Election Commissioner has made it very clear, Bihar is the beginning, West Bengal next.
Okay, first thing, Election Commission of India is well within its rights to review a voters list. I think your viewers needs to understand that we are not questioning their power. But if you look at the form that they are filling, Ankit, it is saying if you're born before 1987, you have to show your own birth certificate to prove your place of certificate. If you're born between 87 and 2004, you need one parent's birth certificate along with yours. And if you're born after 2004, then you need your birth certificate and the birth certificate of both your parents. Now, where do these dates come from? These dates come from Section 3 of the Citizenship Act. So you are, Election Commission of India has every right to review the electoral roll. Election Commission of India cannot enter upon a inquiry that is akin to inquiring or looking into someone's citizenship. That is a jurisdiction of the Home Minister, Home Ministry of India, Government of India. And how did they do it? Through NRC or NPR, NRC that happened in Assam. Right. It's a much bigger exercise which took 6 years and BJP failed to deliver even after 6 years. So, Election Commission of India, by giving these dates in the form for the SIR, is bringing in a inquiry on citizenship, which is an NRC through the back door. Now you're talking about Mamata Dee and what she said on 21st July. She is crystal clear that no exercise that leads to excluding genuine citizens from their voting rights and excludes them from voters list will be met with a peaceful democratic protest. It is not going to be anything violent, but she will mobilize people to protest against it because it's going to impact their rights. Please understand, it was Mamata Banerjee in 1993 who said no epic, no vote. Okay, she was a Youth Congress president then in 93, and it was a massive agitation. So nobody knows better than Mamata Banerjee that what a voter ID, the importance of a voter ID, and the importance of a genuine voters list. But what the government is doing is bringing in the NRC to the back door by putting this criteria of pre-87, post-87 and post-2004 and birth certificates. That is not the jurisdiction of the ECI. We are crystal clear on that.
Let me very quickly then ask you, what is your or your party's view on the boycott call of Mr. Tejasvi Yadav? Are you also thinking on the same lines?
See, if you're going to, in a span of 2 months or 1.5 months, take out 40 lakh voters, more than 40 lakh voters, isn't that like a murder of a democratic process of electoral politics without giving people a chance to appeal, to go to court, to reverse this? If you are, as an autonomous institutional body, if you're going to make a mockery of the voters list, then what is the point of an election? You might as well not have it. Let's become a dictatorship openly then. Why bring in dictatorship through the back door? I mean, Prime Minister Modi and the government is consistently, I can give you more examples. Time is short. The way delimitation was done in Assam, it was totally unconstitutional, where the Chief Minister is saying, I have drawn lines in a way that, now all the seats are practically reserved for sons of the soil. Which Chief Minister can attribute intention to ECI? That means there is a nexus. So if Tejasvi Yadav ji is saying he wants to boycott it, I totally understand and support his sentiment, because effectively you're turning the electoral democracy into a process that helps you So it is a facade of election. It's no longer a real election.
Okay.
That's the spirit of what he's saying.
Let me on that very note take it to Mr. Manoj Jha, because this is what Mr. RJD working president Mr. Tejasvi Yadav had said, and Tejasvi Yadav when he spoke about the boycott, Mr. Jha, there has been a lot of reactions. You are a member of parliament from the RJD. The BJP is saying that you are running away from the battle even before the first ball is bowled. Are you getting any support from the India alliance as far as your boycott call is concerned, sir?
Look, what is more important that all of us must look at it. He mentioned it in the context. The context is that we went to the Honorable Election Commission. I have spoken to you all about that. What were our main arguments in the shape of an appeal? Not merely an argument. Then we went to the court. The Honorable Court also said that your job to the Election Commission, your job should be to maximize inclusion. And in order to do that, you must look at the possibility of incorporating Aadhaar, ration card, or EPIC voter card. So far, we are not in the know of any official direction from the Honorable Election Commission. Forgetting the fact that most of the 11 documents listed, in order to procure them, in order to obtain them, you have to provide Aadhaar number and Aadhaar card. And I have said it earlier, and I repeat for the larger sake of your audience, that Bihar is one of the most document deficient state, where the saturation, except from Aadhaar, none other document reaches 20% or 18% or 22 or 24% at the maximum. In a state like that, if within a span of 25 days or 28 days, you are pushing everyone that leave aside everything and only collect these documents. So far, Election Commission has only uploaded enumeration form, whatever. Right. It has no documents in most of the cases. Having said that, you heard somebody from who is not part of the India Alliance and a member of parliament who spoke yesterday that he, a member of parliament, he had to spend 10 days in getting those certificates.
I'm going to continue with this. I have to take a very quick break. I request all of you to stay on with me if if you can spare some time. We have another member of parliament from the LJP to also go to. I'm just coming back in a short while. Stay tuned. Now, let me very quickly go across to Mr. Arun Bharti as well, a member of parliament from the LJP Ramvilas. Mr. Bharti, thank you for speaking to us. But let me start by asking you, in 2024, the big question then would be that the same list was used in 2024. Suddenly, the Election Commission comes with these numbers of 60 lakh people being deleted. If the same list was okay at that point of time, what is the problem at this point of time? Are you saying, or is the ruling party saying that the 2024 election list was vitiated?
Well, if any discrepancy is brought in to the notice of Election Commission during elections, after elections, and there is a particular time that Election Commission decides to correct it, they have a right and prerogative to do it. Why are the same political parties which based on the same electoral rolls come to power in their states, they are not questioning it over there? Why are they questioning it only here in Bihar? Now, let me finish the statement that I started. If you remember, in January of 2023, when Tejasvi ji was in power in Bihar, they had conducted, they call it a caste census, I call it a caste survey, because the state government does not have the power or prerogative to conduct a caste survey. They did that within matter of weeks. Now tell me one thing, caste census or survey is a comprehensive exercise, cannot be done within weeks. If that is not under question, then entire SIR exercise, which is counting, revising the rolls of voters of 18 plus only, is being questioned for duration. So there, I'm trying to address various issues. Now let me come to the last question. No, this will be my allegation too. The Trump government back in February 2025, they questioned why are we paying $21 million to India for voter turnout. Who was this turnout in favor of? The Mahagathbandhan? Did they want somebody else to get elected through fraudulent means? Isn't it the prerogative of Election Commission or all the constitutional institutions to correct this mistake?
Okay.
If there are steps taken to correct the mistakes which are brought to the attention of Election Commission or for that matter any constitutional institution, isn't it their prerogative and duty to do it as per the opposition wants? Now, when the entire exercise is being done as per the wishes of opposition parties, then again they are questioning it. Are they confused?
But you are saying, sir, that the opposition is raising these questions. Let me ask you this then. You are part of the NDA. One of the alliance partners is JDU. A JDU MP, MLA goes on record to say and question the process and the way, and they are saying that more time should have been given. They are part of the ruling alliance. Your own partners are not convinced. How do you think that opposition and others would be?
They are not raising questions on the exercise. They might have some concerns with regard to the methodology and the process, which can be addressed, but they are not questioning the very tenet, the basic tenet of this entire exercise. So they cannot be, if they have concerns, we will obviously resolve it. We will talk to them. BJP will talk to them, or let's say we will discuss it among ourselves. And if this needs to be raised to the EC.
Thank you, sir, for speaking to us here on NDTV. With that, I'm slipping into a very short break, ladies and gentlemen. Much more on the other side. Stay tuned.